A big thing going on now for us is here in the United States at our upcoming election in
Oh yeah,
November.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But a little bit off that topic, but related. I wanted to ask you, there was a lot in the news about your election back in November 2023. It was reported as, being quite significant, quite a surprise. Could you tell us a little bit about what that was like for you and what was it like for you in the Netherlands, maybe compared to what someone like me was reading about in international news?
Okay, I'm not sure what exactly was in the international news, but in the end, the election system in the Netherlands is totally different from the election system in the United States. In the Netherlands, you can choose more than two parties. Actually, there are around 10 parties, and you could choose one of the 10 parties. And all votes are counted for the whole country together, so we do not have the states count as the United States has, but the Netherlands is just every vote is one. There are no states; it's only the Netherlands, so every vote is one. And this time, what perhaps in the mainstream media or foreign media, I had to say, foreign media is listed that extreme right is having the biggest. It has become the biggest party in the Netherlands. Actually, it's not extreme right as you would as in the United States. I think it's the party who's now in power is more something like Kamala Harris than some kind of Kamala Harris in the Netherlands. But for the Netherlands, that's extreme right. We're a very social country. So the party who becomes the biggest is seen in the outside as extreme right, but actually, I think it's not that extreme. That's one. Secondly, um, because we have 10 parties, one party can never rule. There's always a coalition between parties. So how extreme? So all the extreme things are negotiated and are filtering out because you have to find a coalition between more parties than one. And at this moment, we have a three-party system at this moment who is running the Netherlands. So two other parties had become also into the government. So it's not one party who decides all, but it's always a coalition with negotiations to decide, yeah, which points are accepted and will be carried out. So the most extreme points from all parties are never carried out because in the negotiations they fail. That all to find some kind of compromise between the parties. So
So,
that's because it's different in the states. Because the states got a two-party system, and the winner takes it all.
yeah, so for example, even with this, or I have the name here, the PVV is that's the far right party, no, the
Yeah,
Party for
PVV. Yeah,
Freedom.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
Correct.
so even though they won, they had a very good election result. They can't do any of their maybe more extreme ideas. Is that right? Like n none of them.
Yeah, that's correct. That's absolutely correct. Because they cannot rule by their own, they have to form a coalition with other parties. And the other parties has also important points, and the most extreme ones are the first ones who will not be executed.
So has anything noticeably changed in Netherlands since that election last November? Have there been any significant things that have been passed or that have changed?
But actually, Peter, no,
Very
because it's a
interesting.
coalition, and because of the coalition, and it's yeah. We got a little bit more strict in immigration, but it's minor changes. It's not that one party says, I want to stop it 100% completely. That's not possible because of the because of the coalition that had been formed.
So you compared the so-called far right party in Netherlands to Kamala Harris's Democratic Party, led by Kamala Harris. Uh, that would probably surprise a lot of people in the United States. Of course, in the United States, the Republicans talk about the Democrats and Kamala Harris as if they were far left. Um, so I get the impression that maybe from a European perspective, there is not really a left-wing party or left-wing politicians in the United States. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, I think that's fair to say, at least to my point of view, because the Netherlands and I think all over Europe got a far better social security system than America, and we had a very social healthcare system, also far better than in America, I think, from a social point of view.
Mm.
And also when somebody is unemployed, we'll take care of them. We will help them every month. They get an amount of money, and we got a very good how do you call it, pension system. One of the best in the world. So there are many things that are here far more social than in America, I think.
Yeah, and what's the kind of the attitude, the mood in the country? Are people happy with how things are going? Is there discontent, or what does it feel like in the Netherlands? What is the public feeling?
Peter, you know what the issue is? People always complain. So there are always issues where people say van, well, that must be done better. And but overall, I think it's going quite okay. We had some issues with high energy prices because of the war in Ukraine. We had now some issues with the war in Israel, because many people in the Netherlands think that the government must be tougher in the direction of Israel than we do at this moment. That has also perhaps something to do with Geert Wilders, because Geert Wilders is pro-Israel. So those are things that are discussed in the Netherlands. But overall, I think there are no big huge changes. No, not at this moment.